I do not condone, encourage, or promote the use of any tobacco products. This channel is not for anyone under the legal smoking age of the region or country they reside in. This video is for educational and documentary purposes only.
Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be looking at the Romeo Y Julieta 1875 Nicaragua. This was another cigar sent over to me by Cigarman0803 over on Instagram. Thank you very much, Mr. Cigarman. First off, for the band, I have to admit that I am very biased towards this one. The bright orange that they chose for it is actually my favorite color, and really that factor alone is what drove me to want to try this cigar. Other than that, it's your classic Romeo Y Julieta design, just in a different color. The wrapper on this one is velvety smooth and has a nice consistent color across the entire stick. The pack on this cigar is firm and the draw has a slight bit of restriction. It's not plugged, it's just a little tighter than I would prefer. The cold draw on this one gave me mostly light cedar, and that's it for the cold draw. Now let's get into the smoking experience. The initial light up was actually rather bland, but after a few puffs, the profile settled in flavors of cedar, hay, and medium roast black coffee led the way, followed by a faint sweetness that I couldn't quite place right offhand. Unfortunately though, there was also a touch of leather on the finish. The retrohale in the beginning brought in some more cedar, a bit of creaminess, and a medium amount of spice that just slightly stings the sinuses. At this point, the cigar is medium in body and medium long in the finish. As I continued smoking this thing down, the draw eventually eased up, but the profile stayed mostly linear, with no new flavors joining in and no noticeable reshuffling on the profile either. Other than, unfortunately, the leather note starting to creep and grow stronger bit by bit as I neared the first band. If I'm going to be honest, nearing the first band is the point at which I started to lose interest. Leather is by far my least favorite note, and once it takes over, I'm essentially ready to put a cigar down and walk away. The retrohale did eventually pick up a light earthiness just behind the main cedar note, and the earthiness and the creaminess stayed, but they're just rather faint, with the sweetness being so faint that I never could really place it. So I will just say that it's a general tobacco sweetness. The creaminess, however, did eventually fade as the leather slowly starts to take over the blend, but the spice has remained the same. The burn line, however, stayed razor sharp, and really this thing burned absolutely perfect through the entire smoke. By the final third, still nothing had really transitioned, at least not in a positive way. Leather has completely taken over, and I could no longer pick up anything else left over in the flavor profile. For me, it's always such a bummer when this happens. However, the retrohale did still have a hint of cedar mixed with a dash of earth, and the spice level in the retro has remained the same. Overall, my opinions on this cigar is that, while it's not bad, it's not exactly memorable either. I'd call it average. If you enjoy a steady, leather-forward profile that has just a hint of other notes in the beginning and finishes with a strong leather, maybe it'll work. For me though, unfortunately, this is going to be another one of those one and done and never again type of cigars. Now, if you found this review helpful, please hit like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to stay up to date with my newest reviews and unboxing videos, as we have some awesome videos coming soon. Thanks again goes out to Cigarman. Go check him out over on Instagram and tell him Hotbox sent you. That is all for this one, folks. Thanks for stopping by for another one of my no fluff reviews. This has been Hotboxcigars, and catch you on the next one. Peace.